What's up? What's up? I'm back. Keeping that same energy. Why do people get caught up in human drama, bro? I talk about it all the time, and it's pretty simple. Honestly, it's just the fact that people always think it's one side is right, one side is wrong. Like from Adam and Eve, you think either Adam's wrong or Eve's wrong or whatever, bro. You might think they're both wrong. You might think they're both right, but it's like it could be a mix of all those different things. Like literally, before I even get into it, there's always a left way of thinking, and the right way of thinking, and the middle way of thinking, and a holistic way of thinking, and that's just this dimension. We're not even getting into, other ways of thinking, like, but with that same idea, like people will choose sides and think like, oh well, my side's right, and people don't even realize they've chosen sides in this reality. From religion, like most religions say their way of doing it is the only way of doing it. That's why I got out of religion. I'm like, well, how all these people doing the same shit? And then once you start actually stop believing that one way of doing it is right and start looking at everything, you like, oh, nigga, y'all literally saying the same shit. So you like, well, where did this come from? You might say Egypt. That's what I used to say. It might be one of the first people to write religion and talk about God, but nigga, that shit came from the mind. Point blank, period. No matter how you think about that shit, no matter how far you can date back religion, that shit came from the mind. And once you learn that, once you get that shit down, bro, it's nothing else nobody can tell you, bro, because people be with the Bible, they think it's so revolutionary, which it is in its ways, but it's because somebody was opening, or it's a lot of different people thinking in the sense of the Bible, because there's multiple books and things like that. There are people that wrote it, but in that same aspect, the reason that you can learn from this book is because you're open-minded to the book. You're willing to listen to these people in the book, because whoever said this book was good, this book is good. But why don't you do that with all these other people? And if you look at the people that actually wrote these fucking books, like Jobs and all these different things, I forgot, Leviticus and like all these different, it's one dude that was like a thief. And it's like, well, you don't like, we throw thieves in jail, so why is he writing shit in the Bible? You don't even know everybody like true story in the Bible, but you still can learn from them. And you don't do that shit with anything else, but you do it in the Bible, and that really come from your lack of understanding what the whole Bible is and all that, like I said. But if you really knew that it's just from the mind, you'll start being willing to listen to other religions, because it's all just formulations of the mind. I talk about this in the other shit, but it go to people choosing sides. It's like, bro, all y'all niggas are saying the same shit. It's more to create. It's way better ways to do it, and this human shit is a joke. Like, that's what I found in every religion. Everybody talking about ascension, period. Everybody talking about heaven, nirvana, or Wakanda, nigga. Everybody talking about that shit. So it's like, what the fuck? Why nobody content with where they at now? Because everybody trying to grow to the God level, and when you understand that shit, like, we all trying to re-rise again. I don't give a fuck what level or stage you on. You just need to realize the real life. But yeah, man, I was gonna get into kind of debates. I might as well, but it kind of go into it too. Like when you choose sides, like, bro, when you go into a debate, both of y'all are right. Both y'all might call each other biased. Both of y'all are right. Both y'all might call each other wrong. Both of y'all are right. Like, either way it go, like, you literally only proving your ego if you debating and arguing. You literally only trying to please your humanity, because, bro, you're not really listening in a debate. You're not really listening in an argument, because it wouldn't be called that. If you were learning and teaching, you don't debate with your mom. You don't debate with your teacher. You don't debate with... That's why with brother Bobby Hemmett, it's not his fault, but I get mad when people come to his lectures and try to talk. Like, why? Shut up. I don't want to hear what you're saying at all. And it's no disrespect to you, but it's like, bro, this man has came this far and learned all his knowledge. Yeah, you might be a reflection. Yeah, you might be in that same vibration, but you're not standing up teaching. So why you didn't set this up, so you don't have that same energy and same compassion. You might be coming up with some shit that from a whole and that kind of go to like people that comment under people's videos with negative shit. It's like, you're not even making a channel, fam. So why would I ever listen to you? You're not even passionate in what you believe in. You're not even backing what you believe in. So why would I even take your side? And that's going still with debates and things like that. But bro, it's many different ways you can learn from people. And like I said, I can learn from the people that's talking in Bobby Hemmett class, and I have before. Some of them say wise things. Some of them say some shit I've already heard before. But I that's just my perspective, but I know I still can learn from everybody, and they go to like killers and all these type of things, and they go I'm just rambling now, right? I feel like it. But just get back to the argument. It's like, even though y'all both right and y'all debating with each other, y'all literally not trying to learn and y'all really not trying to elevate and teach from each other. Because it's like, bro, if I'm right, you right, why are we arguing? If our thoughts are both right, why can't we combine them? And if they're not meant to be combined, there's still no reason to argue and change my mind. It's just because art is not perfect alignment. It means maybe you need to find somebody else and figure out how they work with them. But whatever. People be so eager to change other people's mind, and I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. I've already said it before. I don't want to change their mind. At most I want to open it, but I really don't care if I do that. I don't. Like this channel is really for me and my energy being released, and whatever comes through that comes through that. But at the end of the day, I'm not looking for any benefits out of this. I'm not looking for friends. I'm not looking for followers. I'm not looking to teach people, bro. I'm looking to express myself. If you look at my summary, I don't follow nobody. Don't follow me. I just listen. Like, I just listen to people. I don't follow nobody. I just listen, bro, because there's no reason to follow nobody. Because when you start following people, you start choosing sides. What only side I need to choose is my side, and the side that's gonna elevate me perfect, like my purpose. I can argue that LeBron's the greatest player. I can argue that Jordan's the greatest player. But what kind of player am I? I'm not even on a bench, fam. So who gives a fuck? I'm not even coaching. I'm not even in a stadium to watch them niggas play. I don't even got cable to watch the game. Fuck them niggas. Facts. Same with all celebrities, bro. Yeah, they cool. Yeah, they doing their shit. But, bro, I'm trying to get my shit popping. So I'm not putting my energy into these people. I'm not choosing their side. And it's getting kind of broad with that topic, but it's the same thing, bro. You put your energy into these people. It's like, and you see it when, like, say they get into a beef. Or say they get into whatever type of shit, you try and defend them. Like, I might defend people on podcasts, but like I said, that's a form of entertainment. When it come to here, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And I don't care about that there still. It's just, like I said, trying to give a different form of entertainment. Like, I don't have to be 100%, well, I'm always 100% spiritual, but I can make jokes and shit, you know what I'm saying? I know how to live in both worlds. That's I'm like, what was I doing? I lost my notes. Alright, I need to cut the brightness up. I can't see shit. Yeah, man, like I said, y'all be trying to take people's sides, and that shit crazy. Like, there's always somebody can be right in a perspective no matter what. Like, for example, I'm gonna use a panic example because it's a great example. Like, if you see an old lady getting her ass kicked by me, you gonna think I'm crazy, insane. Probably try to throw me in jail. But if I told you she killed like my kids, or like she stabbed my wife or some shit, you'd be like, oh, hang that bitch upside down, like, and some more shit. And same thing, was like if you seen somebody robbing a bank, you're gonna look at the robbers as bad, you're gonna look at them as criminals, but the real criminal is technically the bank, or really your dumb ass for, you know, falling and being a sheep. But like I said, it's perspectives to all of it. Everybody could be wrong, everybody can be right, because I mean, it's, if you using it to your best ability, if you're aware of shit, you doing your thing. But back to the example, like a robber, they trying to rob for their family and shit. Say that the bank took their money, or took their land, or took their house or some shit, foreclosed on their shit, raised up the interest taxes. You know, the scamming shit they always do, but they put it in the paperwork so they can't say they some hoe ass niggas. But so I say, no matter what the perspective is, they could be right because you signed them papers, but they still some hoe ass niggas. No bullshit about it, but it's always perspective. That's what I'm saying. But you robbing that bank, bro, you trying to get your shit back for these people. And there's many movies that show that. You be like, damn, they did that. They did that. And it's because they supposed to. And you don't feel bad for the bank unless they put that perspective of the bank got hold. But it's all, you know, due to how people want to think and due to how people want to portray what side you should choose. And same to if you got caught stealing in the store, or you seen somebody get caught stealing in the store, you're like, oh, look at that peasant. Why they don't get a job? Why they don't, you know, some dumb shit. But it's like, bro, they kids need to eat today. That job interview on Friday. That job like, nigga, they need to eat today. Fuck all that other shit. And it's like, nigga, these corporations, from my perspective, rob the land every day. So they're bad, and I'm doing good by giving it back for free. Because, I mean, it was free in the first place. But it's all due to perspective and how you look at life. And that go to, like, how certain things play in your life and, you know, karma experiences. But some people are here to get rid of karma or take on more karma. Some people are here just to, you know, help people. Now, I don't think I'm necessarily here on a karmic lesson. I could be. I don't know. Who knows? But Well, I'm sure we all here on some sort of karmic lesson, but maybe like it's levels to everything, fam. I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, when you choose a side, you really killing. You lose the opportunity to kill two birds in one stone, or like I said earlier, the three birds or four birds in one stone, because it's literally you choose either. If you choose the left hemisphere, it's probably because it resonated with you more logically. If you chose the right hemisphere, it's because it probably resonated with you more emotionally. But why don't you use the middle? Why don't you just look at it from the middle and see how it affects you in the aspect of logic and emotionally? Because like emotionally you might hate it, but logically you might be like, oh, I get why it happened to me. And you know that happens a lot of times. Like people logically know why shit happened, but they emotionally don't want to accept it. And so you choose to be more emotional, and ignore logic versus vice versa. Like people might choose to stick to the logic and ignore their emotion because they became too emotional, broken, and all these different things. But yeah, man. And even when you're looking at it from the middle perspective, like I said, you can even go holistic and you can even do more than that. So it just depends on really how deep and really how much you're trying to learn and how much you're really trying to elevate. And there's literally a devil's advocate to everything. And just the word devil's advocate, like it don't mean bad at all. It just means the opposition. That's what's crazy. Like we consider the opposition the devil. We always consider the opposition bad. So why you think we keep going to wars? Why you keep thinking it is what it is, bro? You keep choosing sides and you keep thinking everything is one way. Like that's why I say I'm not trying to fight no battle. I don't give a fuck if it's with white people. I don't give a fuck if it's with black people. I don't give a fuck if it's with the government. Because I'm here living this human ass experience for a reason. I'm the one that's doing it. So what, I'm going to kill myself? That's the only really answer. But it's like, nah, it's more than that. You know you got to get higher than that. And low key, I had a dream about that shit last night. I literally had a dream about that. I'm like, no, I'm not going to kill myself, but you can try. It's not my purpose to kill myself. If it was that easy, I wouldn't. It is what it is. But it's funny because it just dawned on my head. Like, damn, I really had a dream like that. It's literally talking about. I guess I was in that perspective of everything start from self, and I can literally run away from it all if I kill myself. But that's running away from it all. I'm not figuring it out. I'm not learning from every lesson. That's choosing a side. That's being over emotional, over logical, or whatever. And I know that's not the purpose. That's not the thing. Because it comes to a point. Even Panic said it's like you're not even supposed to be getting emotional no more. Like yesterday, last night when I was stressed out. Well, I said stressed out. Like that shit. Like bro, at some point you should just know. Shit should just roll off. It's just like, yep, moho ass people in your life. Because, they're going to always be there. But the fact that you keep having these emotional ties and keep letting it affect you is insane or insanity. And I ain't going to say chaos, but it's insanity. So I have to learn from myself and be better. I ain't scared to say I fucked up last night. And I ain't saying I fucked up because, I'm venting. Had to release that energy. Everything happened for a reason. But I'm just saying I learned from it that quickly. Like I knew, even when I was doing it, I'm like, whatever. But shit, got to get energy out sometimes, bro. And I say I don't do this for nobody else. I do it for me, so. Hey, if you feel like I hurt your feelings in that sense, like, hey, the shoe fit, I ain't put that bitch on. I'm about this bitch.